Starting now. Your kids like Sonic? Yeah, Sonic! That's right. It's time for more Sonic Unleashed. You like hearing the very loud noise of a disc spinning in the Nintendo Wii? 'Cause fuck, man. That's what the loud humming is. That's how you know we're playing on real hardware. Hello, I'm feeling annoyed and depressed. Don't feel annoyed and depressed. It's time for Sonic the Hedgehog. Everyone's favorite Nintendo character. It's fine. We've got the best Sonic game. Sonic the Werehog. And he's all like, I can put the tablet fragments together. Huh? Where was I? Would you like some seal blubber? That's what they say. You can tell, the way this game is structured, you can tell this is maybe not. Well, let me. In order to save battery life on this Wiimote, what if I disconnected the Wii remote? There we go. Are you still fucking at work? That's unfortunate. Oh, hey. Remember that boss fight from before? In the HD version of the game?
Oh no.
This game, the way this game is structured is somehow weirder than the 360 version. Where it's just like, I don't know, here's 2 boss fights in a row. Fuck it, man. But also, I'd be lying if I said this did not control better. This was not a more fun version of Sonic Unleashed compared to bum bum bum. Look at me. Sonic T Hedgehog. Couldn't afford the budget to have more worm heads come out, but it's fine. That sentence had many negatives? No, we're trying to keep it positive here. We're having a good time. I'm enjoying myself. I like to have fun. That's me. Fun, betrayed man person. Fun, betrayed manner. Man, betrayed gamer. You are having fun. Because I'm having fun. We're having fun together. Oh, I'm sorry. It makes it feel better. I also sleep like shit.
How do you like that, huh?
That's right. Let's head back to the laboratory in Spagonia. See, it's also good because the game just tells me where to go, and I don't need to spend 2 hours running around hub worlds. This is the greatest Sonic game ever made, probably. Sonic, you wanna go to the Middle East? I cannot skip this.
All systems are green. Dark Gaia activation is confirmed on all 7 continents. Electromagnetic homing signals are locked on. All units converging on point 0.
Yes, perfect! Gathering Dark Gaia's pieces is such a pain. I'll have them come to me instead! A brilliant shift in perspective. An idea worthy of Dr. Eggman. Super genius!
Your skill at self-aggrandizement is unparalleled.
Silence! Activate the Dark Gaia fusion furnace. And while you're at it, get those energy conversion circuits warmed up.
Understood. Commencing Project Dark Gaia. Requesting final clearance.
Granted. Ha! Finally, my ambitions will be achieved.
Yay. I'm sorry. Can you eat the robot?
What the fuck did I just join? God damn.
Hello.
You fucking robosexuals.
It's me, Sanic T Hedgehog. How are you doing?
I have 2 arms and 2 legs.
That's good. You know, my Oma, when we would ask her how she was, you know, when we would visit her at the nursing home, she would always be like, I am alive. And then, she wasn't alive.
Yeah. It's weird how that fucking happens, right?
She lived to 93, it's fine.
Yeah,
She survived the war.
Do you want to live to 93? Have you ever thought about that? Like,
I
our
don't.
grandparents-
I don't think about it.
Our grandparents lived to 90. And I wouldn't say that the lives they lived are enviable, considering that, you know, they lived through war, an actual war and hardship and shit. But I think about the spectrum of things that they saw in the world and how it transformed, and goodness gracious. 50 years from now, Braden, just think about that.
I don't.
What the fuck is this planet gonna look like?
I don't. Because this ends with people being like, actually, the human race.
Dread, right?
The human race is the real evil. And maybe we all deserve to go extinct. And it's just like, fuck off. Go fuck yourself, you...
I mean, it's... Say what you will about, Oh, hey, there was... I just got an earthquake warning. Cool. Sweet.
Are you going to advocate for voluntary human extinction?
No, it's, I don't...
After what we did to the planet, maybe we don't deserve to be alive.
Oh, shit, this is close. I don't give, modern South Park a lot of credit because I don't think you should. However, there was other than the weirdly touching yaoi story arc where two male characters in South Park fell in love and actually are genuine lovers, there was a part where South Park dealt with the idea of addiction to video games and loot boxes.
Uh-huh.
And there's a part where Satan is teaching Stan about why people get addicted. And he's, like, actually teaching him this process.
Yes, I remember this episode.
And there's a part that I just, always stuck with me. It's like, well, the people at church said I'm trying to fill a hole. And Satan just says... Well, who the fuck isn't filling a hole in their life? Like, come on, what kind of bullshit is that? And I think about that quote. Thinking about that quote.
See, the mistake is thinking about South Park at all. But no. Here's my hole. Welcome to the JRPG hole. My name is DG Relkin. I'm here to play Trails.
You fell in love with Final Fantasy 15. It's now the #1 your favorite JRPG ever made.
Yep. No, it's his third favorite Final Fantasy. It's okay. He's playing through Trails of Cold Steel and just going ugh. And it's great, because there are 3 more of those games, because you see, Cold Steel, the secret is all Trails games are reflective of, you know, whatever era of popular anime they were already in. And because Trails of Cold Steel is reflective of 2010's anime, it's less resonant for people who preferred the early 2000s or late 2000s anime of Trails in the Sky and Trails in Zero.
What are his more favorite Final Fantasies? I know one of them is Tactics.
Which, yeah, that's a...
I forget if 1 or 2 is Tactics.
At this point...
I think Final Fantasy 14 is above 15 for him.
I'll give you a secret.
What?
I've played a lot of Final Fantasy games.
Uh-huh.
The only one I would consider to be one of my favorite games of all time is 5.
So you just like juicy game.
I like that 5 is I also like that 5 is goofy and does not take itself super seriously. Like, don't get me wrong, when I played 6, I was like, wow, this is genuinely incredible.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where I don't
give a shit enough about the Oh, the world's in danger and people are sad.
Piece of cake.
Is your dead inside?
I have never played more than a few hours of Tactics. That's my confession.
I've said my piece about Tactics.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it, and the only reason why I'm not a fan of it is I think the tactics part of the game, as I have always said, I feel like Final Fantasy Tactics is a good story that carries a very mediocre video game. The actual mechanics of Tactics
Are super busted.
busted and not at all as much lack a level of complexity.
I mean, this is, listen, I'm the person who says that I like Tactics Ogre more than FFT, so,
And just gonna go ahead and say it, Final Fantasy Tactics, too much.
How
World
do you feel
Alliance
about
is
the Wii
way
Graph
too
fight?
much. Oh my god, that game is fucking alpha as fuck. In like being like, yo dog, we put Final Fantasy Tactics on Tactics on Tactics, bitch. To get the true ending, you gotta do like all of this stupid inane bullshit.
We should play... Okay. Here's my suggestion. What if instead of playing Tactics for the podcast, you played Tactics A2?
Fuck.
That's
the one that gets super crazy about, like, you gotta play every single side quest plus the optional mega dungeons to get the full ending.
I mean, yeah, that's just life, though. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying, man?
I seem to recall, like, even the most diehard of Tactics fans don't like A2.
I mean, they're the people who like Tactics Advance, but that's because they were 10. I could have been one of those people, but my mom wouldn't get it for me.
Did you see that on GOG front page? They're selling hentai games. It's called the Not Suitable for Work Adult Content Sale.
Cool. Listen, man.
I'm gonna click it. I gotta know.
I did the historical. I did the curiosity.
No. Okay. Yeah.
You were there.
Maker.
I sent you.
Yes.
I sent you that fucking screen
Seiya
cap.
no Uda. It's very funny that Seiya no Uda is a part of this sale.
But also,
Why the fuck? Okay. Oh, Agony is a part of this too? What? We know what Agony is?
no, yes, that's the game that hates women.
Yes. Fucking what?
No problem.
Yeah, no, listen, after actually being like, all right, as a quote-unquote thought experiment, I'm actually going to download the 18 plus patch for this visual novel. After going through that, I'm like, actually, maybe hentai is bad.
Yeah, maybe hentai is bad. Maybe we don't want to do that podcast idea where we play disabled women games.
I would like. There's still a part of me that's like, I would like to see what that is.
Man, remember that brief crease where the Giant Bomb Forums were really into that game and wanted you to believe
Yes, we're
that
very into Katawa Shoujo.
they were telling us all
And
about
by that
how,
I mean
hey,
the like 3 people.
this
like,
is accessibility in video games. Like,
hey,
good representation.
maybe.
Except it's like, the representation you're looking for is fuck the woman.
You wanna fuck this girl who doesn't have arms?
And also, just like, now that I know more about the education system because I'm a part of it, the idea that you just lop all of these different physical and mental disabilities into the same room and say, the best way to deal with it is to have them all in their own place, away from society.
Hey, you
Like
know, it worked
that.
for Fruit of Grisaia, which I'm pretty sure is what Katawa Shoujo is,
Based off of,
like, inspired by.
yeah.
Except people actually like those Grisaia games.
Yeah, because there's, like, action shit.
And there's
People start
8,000
shooting
of
each
them.
Here
There are so many of those games.
The anime's clean.
Yeah, so is the version on Steam. You gotta pay if you want the fucking.
You want the fucking.
And after playing You and Me and Her with the fucking, I don't actually.
You really
This is
don't want.
Hi, it's me. I've decided I am now a sex-negative individual.
Sweet.
Well, it's just they're really awkward. Like I remember when I rope-a-doped Gino into playing
Yes.
Nekopara.
Yes.
And
Even the
we got to the scenes.
even the censored version of that game.
No, we played the censored version of that game, and even with the censored version of the game, it was so fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it's for a very
Genuinely-
specific brand of
Genuinely
creepy.
uncomfortable. In that it would just hard cut to black, and then the characters are still describing what is happening. And
Yep.
It's just awful.
Yeah.
To like listen to this.
I guess You
in
and Me
your
and Her, it's
ears.
just like, you're kissing, I don't know. And let me tell you, you do a lot more than kiss.
Did you see that for Persona Portable, the most popular mod is the mod that removes the Kanemata romance angle if you play female
Good.
character? I think I want to write about that, in that I tried to replay Persona 3. That game is fucking rough. I think it's one of my favorite, all-time favorite Persona games. But I think that with Persona games, and this is going to get me in trouble when I write about it, if I write about it, because I don't know if I want to continue writing about it. I think that Mario Kart rules apply to Persona games, where your favorite Persona game is the one you played first, or the one you were able to finish all the way. Because people who played Persona 4 and think that's the best one, it's probably their first Persona game. The people who think that Persona 5 is the best one, it's probably their first Persona game. I think there's an element of...
Are you
Mario
saying
Kart
it's that image meme where it's like, what your favorite Pokemon game says about you? And for Pokemon Red and Blue, it says you are probably around 30 years old. And for Pokemon Gold and Silver, it is you are probably around 28 years old. And for Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, it's you were probably around 25 years old. That's the joke.
That's the joke. It's a good joke.
It's very fun.
I remember there was a Final Fantasy version that was a little bit more creative. And it said for Final Fantasy IX, and I showed this to Gino, and he got real angry about it because it was true. It says, you probably have a game maker or RPG maker prototype that takes all of your favorite ideas from 9, and this is your passion project. And then Gino proceeds to show me his prototype in RPG Maker where he uses the game mechanics from Final Fantasy IX.
God bless. Yeah. Hey, guess what? Back before I realized I was utterly incapable of programming, I was like, I want to make an RPG like Might and Magic.
Yeah. I also got rope-a-doped on Humble Bundle of buying that RPG Maker thing and being like, you know what? This is how I'm gonna do it. And it's like, I don't know how to do any of this shit. This is hard. Fuck this.
Yeah, no, it turns out my brain and just, like, the fundamentals of programming are... They're not friends.
They're not compatible.
Because I've tried, and, like, I can do HTML and, like, a little bit of CSS. So, I can sort of edit a web page. But
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
that's as far as I can go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh no. Mike's car is frozen. He's trapped in Walmart hell. You have to live there now. That Walmart Supercenter, it's where you live.
That sounds fun. Oh, hey, you put the box on top of the button.
Yeah. I'm having a delightful time playing Sonic T. Hedgehog's Angry Werewolf.
So are you having more fun than
The 360 version? Yes. Because these Werehog levels are nice and short. They're not 45 minutes long, literally. Not an exaggeration, not me doing hyperbole. Oh. Harley's here. Hello.
Hi, I'm Harley.
Hi.
Hi, Harley.
Gino,
Welcome.
forget to
Jennifer, Gino, yeah, Jennifer. Gino forgot. Oh, fuck.
I should page him. No, I shouldn't. There's the off chance that he catches me mid-sentence while I'm talking shit about him, and that would be very funny. So, Sonic.
Yeah. You ever
You've
heard of
been
it?
Playing, can I just ask, why did you use the Japanese box art?
Because I think it's funnier. Because I wanted to reasonably distinguish it from my playthrough of the 360 version as well.
Wait. Sonic was called Sonic, or that Sonic game was Sonic World Adventure in Japan?
Yep.
So, yes, long story short, the Wii game was intended to be a completely different game.
It is.
But in the United States, there was naming fuckery.
No, they're both named Sonic World Adventure in Japan.
I think in certain areas they called them the same game, but okay. Because this led to a debate on the wiki at some point. It's like, but in Europe, in my part of Europe, it was called the same game. It's like, well, they're two different games.
Okay.
Basically, the Wii version of this game is different from the 360 version, which
This camera looks good.
Yeah, it's fine.
How I feel like I'm finding out more and more games did that.
A lot of games during that early Wii 360 era had two different versions.
Well, like, did you ever play the first Jedi, or the first Star Wars: The Force Unleashed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the Wii
Xbox
version of that game, totally different.
It's not just the Wii version.
It was the original
PlayStation
Xbox PS2 version too.
Yeah, the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, the
and
PS2
Xbox
Wii version is a different game than the
Yeah.
360 PS3 version. Yeah. And that version is the one they re-released on Switch.
Yeah, because it's a little bit better. Let me tell you, for database purposes, that is a colossal pain in the ass.
I can imagine.
Oh, it seems like Mike's car situation is getting bad. Mike, or Boom, we can't help you. Just deal with the ice. Have you considered taking a space heater or a hair dryer and unfreezing your car door? I think that would work. What do you think, Braden? But yeah, it's boy, there sure is something to be said about GOG putting this giant porno game sale right next to their sale of Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Get it for $2.49.
What? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One, there are games on Google.
GOG, goodoldgames.com.
Oh, okay.
GOG.com. So GOG decided to open the floodgates and allow for adult games, and since then, it's been awkward. Let's just say, because now there's just straight up pornography on the site that they're selling. Which, you know what? I'm not here to shame people. You want your anime titties? Go ahead and get your anime titties on while I'm buying Heroes of Might and Magic 3 with the fan patch. Silent Hill 4 The Room for $7. Or all of those digital reimagining of board games by Simon or like who made Terraforming Mars? But like all of those board game reimaginings. It's a really good Elysium. Hey, Braden. Did you mute yourself? I think he muted himself. We're not... He doesn't want to talk to us.
If he mutes himself, does he
Oh,
mute
his
him?
shit crashed? So it's just
Oh,
us.
yeah, the stream's not even doing anything, it's just black.
Cool. So people are just listening to us?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, Internet, how are you? I guess we'll pick a random topic. What do we want to talk about?
One of my players on Tuesday finished her Dark Heresy character. She's
Cool.
playing a guardsman named Payday.
Cool.
Her starting XP was spent entirely on hit point upgrades. So she is at level 1, or at rank 1, as tough as her rogue trader character is at rank 7.
Nice. So our Warhammer Fantasy group is nearing the end of the campaign, and I definitely can relate to. Yeah, I'm just gonna take more hits rather than do something fancy with the magic system here.
I'm just gonna take, yeah.
I just need to not die when like an orc hits me twice.
Yeah, God.